and all of a sudden it just started looking like this. And this tells me that there's probably some root rot or something going on because I've been watering it just fine. So I'm trying to figure out what's happening here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it out of the soil that it's in, take a look at the roots, and I have a feeling that it probably does have root rot. Whenever you have a plant, look how pretty that leaf is. Whenever you have a plant that's looking like that, it does have it almost looks like a new leaf that's happening right there. So I'm almost afraid, but you know what? It's getting, it's getting progressively worse with the drooping of the leaves. And these look like healthy leaves. Now, if it was a yellowing leaf at the very bottom, then I probably wouldn't worry so much. But what's really odd about it is that these are really droopy. And then we've got one new leaf coming there. So you guys get to see with me live time to see what's going on. So I'm just going to take the soil out and try to figure out what's going on. Hopefully it's not root rot, but maybe it just doesn't have enough. Maybe I need to put it back in water. Okay, so let's take a look here. Well, maybe the roots are just not as, okay, it does have a little bit of root rot there, I can see. I don't know if you can see that, but you can kind of see almost, it looks like thread. Like when you get the root covering that protects the root, it looks a little bit rotted there. I think it just doesn't have enough roots established maybe. So I was being, it probably would have been perfectly fine, to be honest, if I kept it. Oh, no, maybe not, because more, I'm pulling off more on some of the smaller roots. So I think what happened is I probably planted it too soon without enough of the roots established. So that's what's happening. So what I'll do here is I'll probably put some water and peroxide in the water and then cut off those little areas. It doesn't smell bad or anything like that. I think it probably would have been okay, but I think just for safe measures, I'm gonna go ahead and put it back in water because it does look like it was maybe trying to root a little bit here on these little nubs here, but it's looking a little dry. So we'll just do that. I'll put it back in water, and then I'll take some of these areas like that off, and hopefully that will take care of it. But I think anytime that you have any kind of root rot on your roots, you want to cut that area off. And then I would probably say to use peroxide in your water just to make sure it doesn't go further. It actually looks pretty good overall, the stem. I was expecting something worse than that. I think it just is getting dehydrated, but that anytime you see anytime that you see a new leaf coming, that's a good sign. But I think it just didn't have enough time. It probably would have been okay and it would have lost these roots here, but just for safe measures, like I said, we'll put it back in water, and I'll probably throw maybe some peroxide in there just to make sure that it does do better, because it's such a pretty plant. Once it gets growing. The only thing that I sometimes will have problems is the white wizard, the white princess, all of that. It has a tendency to get the EFNs really bad. So I'm going to look more into that, but it's not the fungal, but it's the EFNs. So if you don't know what that is, it's the extra florally nectars, and they're actually a good thing. So that's not a bad thing necessarily, but they just don't look very good. But look how pretty that leaf is. Isn't that pretty? This is a white wizard, and some people have a hard time understanding the difference between a white wizard, a white princess, and a white knight. And I did a video a while back on this, and it was really interesting because I did a lot of research on it, and I have all three. The one that's probably the easiest, to be honest, well, they're all pretty similar. I found this one actually to be a little bit more difficult than the other ones. The other two, the white princess has all three colors. It's got the white, the green, and then the pink or burgundy color, and it will be on the stem. White wizard will just have the white and the green on the stem, and the white knight has the burgundy and the white. So it's basically how you tell the difference between the three. But the white princess probably is the prettiest out of all of them as far as the leaves. Like I have one in the bathroom right now, and it has the most gorgeous leaf ever. It's got like pink on the leaf, on one leaf, and if you can imagine a leaf like that with just like solid, like white right there, and then solid pink. That's how it looks, and I'll have to show you guys that at some point. But I just wanted to I was gonna say unpack, but I mean unpot the white wizard to see what was going on, make sure there wasn't any root rot. And it looks okay other than just those couple of roots there that I'll cut off. And then what I'll do is I'll just put this back in water and then I'll let it grow. You can put some liquid fertilizer in your water. I think I just really honestly just potted this too soon and I shouldn't have done that. So, all right, I thought I'd show you guys that and make sure to follow along for plant tips. And I'm going to get on live more often here because I find that it's just, it works out when I do lives. And so I'm able to post videos while I'm kind of live time working through soil and stuff like that. So, all right, I will be on here a little bit later.